Star Wars Geek Girl. They're geek girls that like Star Wars. And sometimes cry.
Hi, it's Zoe from Star Wars Geek Girl, and I'm here with Lizzie.
Hi, I'm alive.
We
We're
missed
both
a week,
alive. Yes.
but
I'm
we're
really
back.
sorry.
We've returned. Rise
Yeah.
of the Geek Girls. That's episode
Yes.
10.
Perfect.
So, last time we talked about the Rise of Skywalker. Because we're going through Celebration, right? Like day by day. And so Thursday that was like the warming up day. And then Friday was the Rise of Skywalker panel. And that was pretty much only like really big panel, I think. Oh, there's the Star Wars Geek Girl podcast stage, which was obviously even more important than the Rise of Skywalker.
Duh.
And Steele and Shay were both there, which was cool.
I was there too, in
Lucy
spirit.
was there in spirit. You were under the table, remember?
Yeah, duh. That was fun.
Yeah.
I was really glad that I didn't see everyone there, so I didn't freak out.
Yeah, that was a good time. It's always fun to make fun of Steele. And I
Always.
have to do it to his face now, you know?
Yeah. That wasn't the first time you met Steele, was it?
No, it was.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, when How? How did it happen? Tell me everything.
Well, my dad texted him or messaged him on Facebook or whatever. I don't know how they communicate. But my dad was like, hey, can you come to the Star Wars Geek Girl panel? And Steve was like, I don't know, I gotta interview the really famous people from the Rise of Skywalker. But I'll try, and then he did.
Yeah. It's funny because the first time we met Steele, I had no idea who he was, obviously, and I didn't see any pictures of him.
He puts his face on literally everything, Lizzie.
Yeah, I know, but I only heard his podcast. And he came up to my mom. He came up to my mom. He was like, Liz, and he hugged her. And my mom was like, oh, I'm sorry. Who are you? And Steele was like, oh, I'm so sorry. We know each other, but podcasting, I'm Steele. And she was like, oh, okay. That makes more sense.
That's less weird.
So yeah, thought that was fun.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
I was just there and I was a strange man hugging my mom.
Mine wasn't quite as exciting. It was like, hey, you ready to podcast? Yeah. And then I got to bully him. So.
Amazing.
And then what you were saying though about podcasts, this is skipping ahead to I think Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. There was a podcasters meetup in the lobby of our hotel. And I went and I just felt so bad. Cause I didn't know people, and they'd be like, oh, you're from Star Wars Geek Girl, right? And I'm like, who are you? And then they would say their podcast and be like, oh, okay, I know you. But, I was like, I don't know who you are. I'm so sorry. Felt bad.
It's worse for me, because then I don't actually know the podcast. I'm like, oh, yeah, uh-huh.
I knew most of the podcasts. There were a couple people I was like I'd maybe just heard of them, and, kind of, through the grapevine or whatever, and just sort of in passing, and I was like, oh yeah, I know you, but I was not 100% sure. I don't want to be oh, I don't know you, who are you? But everyone's very nice.
I do that.
We got tons of stickers and stuff, which was cool, except I couldn't hold it all because everyone's just here, take this, take all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. Thanks so much. But it was cool. Podcast people.
I feel more, even though I'm dying, I feel more energized by it, and I don't know why. I'm just weird. I have no idea. Okay. We're not going to tell my parents that, because then they'll still send me to school, so it's okay.
At least it's Friday.
It's Friday. I have an event Sunday. And I have a lot of homework and essays to do, but it's okay because I can be at home besides an event. But it's cool. Home.
Um, Speaking of events, I just want to point out that tomorrow is May the 4th. On the day we're recording this, the day people listen to it's probably either May the 4th or after May the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
When we're recording this, tomorrow is May the 4th, and also Free Comic Book Day.
Yes, and 3 days before my 3 days before my dad's birthday.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure when he's going to hear this episode, but and I think he knows already. But I'm making him Kanan tomato soup from Freddie Prinze Jr.'s book because he really loves it. And Freddie Prinze Jr.'s fancy grilled cheese.
Fancy.
And apparently Tasty's best chocolate cake. So please, Tasty, please. Let it be good.
That all sounds very good.
Mm-hmm.
A Jedi meal. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I mean, happy birthday, Sal. Whenever you listen to this. Also, what I was gonna say is since May the 4th is Free Comic Book Day, if you're listening to this on May the 4th, go to your local comic book store and, get free comic books and maybe buy something and support your local comic book store. That's all I want to say.
Yay.
Because comic book stores are cool. Yeah. So there's that. We're not even to the notes yet.
Oh. I did not know there was notes.
I sent them to you. That was the very first thing I sent to you, Lizzie.
I thought it was notes from last time.
Okay. So, while Lizzie...
We should probably talk about that first part of the notes.
Yes. So for those of you who haven't heard, Peter Mayhew, who's Chewbacca, passed away on April 30th.
Mm-hmm.
Which, obviously is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So, we send our love, I guess, to his family, obviously, because they're definitely grieving the most.
Mm-hmm. We're definitely grateful for everything that he's done. Like, just really... Star Wars Geek Girl, okay.
I mean, what would Star Wars be without Chewbacca? Like, really? So... and what would Chewbacca be without Peter Mayhew? So we're really eternally grateful to him.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to say.
I know. There really aren't words. So I guess we sort of dedicate this episode to Peter Mayhew, because he was definitely a wonderful person as well as a wonderful actor, and yeah, I don't know.
He was just, I think he was all around and a good person, and we hate to see him go.
Yeah.
I actually heard about it today. I didn't know. Because my dad was talking about it. I was like, wait, when did this happen?
Well, it wasn't, I don't believe it was announced, like his family didn't make it public until yesterday. So they did take a few days, which is understandable. I'm not at all saying that was a bad thing. That's their decision.
Right.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Really gonna miss him.
Yeah. I think Mark Hamill and Jonas, can't remember his last name, who plays the new Chewbacca, as well as Harrison Ford and George Lucas, all made statements.
They've posted lots of pictures and
yeah, and
lots of memories.
I'm I would really strongly suggest people to look at those things and, in respect of him and his memory.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know what to say, really.
I,
It's very
I,
sad.
yeah. Hmm. Um, it's just really, really sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
Because, he's been there since the beginning. I mean,
Yeah,
and he's been a great, like, actor, like, through being Chewbacca and just,
yeah,
all of it. So, it's really just sucks.
yeah,
But at least now he's at peace. And, I mean, something my dad always tells me, like, when someone passes away is like, this sounds cheesy, but, like, they're one with the Force now. So, you know,
I like to think he's, reuniting with Carrie Fisher and Kenny Baker and, Al Guinness, everyone.
hmm
Everyone else from Star Wars, he's moved on.
yeah. Trying not to cry, but,
I
like,
know.
it's also Star Wars Geek Girl, so.
Yeah, we do that. Uh,
um, yeah, I don't, I guess, I don't know what to say. You know, I hope he's in peace, and, yeah, like what you said, reuniting with Carrie Fisher and everyone.
yeah, it's it's very, I don't even know. Um,
Yeah, I don't know. Um, I think I forget the new actor's name. What's it? The
it's Jonas Tomorrow.
yeah.
Jonas, hi.
I think I think it'll be. It's like I look back and I think like I guess movies like the new Aladdin that's coming out. Um, his name Will Smith. He's doing Genie, and it must like it's a big responsibility, like a big thing to be becoming these characters that were once played by these amazing people. And I just, it's really, I think they'll do them good.
Yeah,
So, yeah. Hmm. Um, but yeah, I don't know what else to say. Sorry.
I don't know.
I definitely don't want to be insensitive either. Like I don't know. I
Yeah.
just all sucks. But you know. Yeah. Your dad might have to edit out like the silence.
Yeah, probably will. I mean, I feel like we both don't know what to say anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, I guess we should move on from this. Like, talk about the other things, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Just we hope Peter Mayhew's in peace, and well, we'll really miss him.
Yeah. And again, we're sending, our love to his family, of course.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I think you summed it up well, Lizzie. Um,
Yeah.
so, last episode we were recapping Celebration in the process
Mhm.
of doing so because that was a very, very busy 5 days.
Mhm.
So we finished up Thursday and Friday. We got through all the new announcements because if we did everything, a single thing that was talked about, we would never finish.
Yeah.
It's like the Rise of Skywalker would be out, and we'd be like, okay, so the Clone Wars trailer.
Yeah.
So, you know, so we're just touching on a lot of the main points. So Saturday, the main new information panel, because there are a lot of good panels there. There was the Rebels Remembered panel,
Mhm.
which wasn't really new information. We kind of knew everything that was talked about there. I still cried because I'm me.
Yeah.
But the new information was that there was new information in that they said there's going to be an Art of Star Wars Rebels book, which I'm
Mhm.
assuming is
I
like
heard about
concept
that.
art and all that. And oh god, I think they said that would be in like October, November. That would be out in the fall. I know that much. And they
Mhm.
gave everyone in the panel a free poster of the cover, and it's like Sabine's mural, but like more. Yes, not realistic because it still looks like the cartoon, but like more
Right.
in this exact style of the show, kind of.
Yeah. Which you sent us, right? That was the cool
I
one.
did send
They were
you.
also cool.
Yes, it's a pretty poster.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, like,
My mom doesn't know where to put it.
well, cause like, some of the panels, quite a few of the panels I went to, gave us like free posters or something, and I
Mhm.
just remembered when I went to you guys' house and your dad just started overloading me with all these posters and stickers, and I was like, because like he came out with a couple posters and I was like, oh cool, thank you, and then he went back and then he came out with some more and I was like, what? And he just kept doing it, and so I'm very thankful for that. It was just funny, and they're all over our house now. So when they were giving us like posters, at Celebration, I was like, okay, I gotta return the favor.
Mhm.
So yeah, you guys have some posters. Um, yeah, the Rebels poster was my favorite, obviously, because it's so cool. And I don't know where to put mine either,
Yeah.
but we'll figure it out. It's all good. So yeah, that was the new information of the Rebels panel. Um, both, this is skipping ahead again, but both the Rebels and Clone Wars panel had a lot of just, like, making fun of Dave.
Making fun of who?
Dave. Of Dave
Oh.
Filoni. And his trust trees. It was great. I love the cast of all the shows. So,
Mm-hmm.
Rebels panel was fun, and then there was the Jedi Fallen Order panel, which I didn't go to. Because I forget when it was, but I think I was doing
I
something.
also didn't go.
I'm sorry.
Wait, why are you sorry?
I don't know.
Do not be sorry.
Okay. So the Jedi Fallen
What?
Order panel.
We saw the trailer.
Yeah, I didn't go to the panel, so I hadn't still been watched the panel just because it's an hour long, and I've been catching up on school and exams and everything ever since I missed like 5 days of school.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't watched a whole panel, so I don't really know what they talked about in there. If there's any like reveals they had in that, I don't know. But I caught the trailer on the celebration floor screen. So we can talk about that trailer. It looked amazing. We got. I'm gonna pull it up so I can look at it because it's been a while. One thing I do know that they talked about in the panel was that there would be no microtransactions.
I don't know what that is.
Like, you know how in Battlefront you can like pay to like buy stuff, like the loot boxes. So there's not gonna be any of that. Which I would hope so if it's a single player game. I'm not buying things. Like, it's one thing in a multiplayer game, but in a single player game, absolutely not. Only DLCs, and that's still annoying.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm blanking out. Oh.
Alright, I just pulled the trailer up on the phoneage. I'm not gonna play the audio because I don't know if they'll like copyright us or whatever if I play it on the podcast. So
We're teenagers, it's fine.
I don't think teenagers get off the hook of the law, Lizzie.
Yeah, we do.
I would
We
love...
just say that a part of our brain isn't developed yet, and it's fine, right?
You get sued for copyright infringement, and you're like, I'm 17. I can do what I want.
That's how it works.
It's exactly how it works. Your mom's a lawyer, so you know.
Yeah, duh.
Okay. So in the trailer, we see the guy. What's his name? The main guy?
I don't know.
I don't know. I remember I heard it, and I was... At first, I was like, I guess that sounds Star Warsy, but it's kind of dumb. Which is mean.
I think it was like a normal... I thought it was like a normal... I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know.
I'm weird.
I was like, that. I guess that sounds Star Warsy, but like, I thought it was kind of like dumb sounding. I don't know what I was expecting. Can I look up Cal Kestis? That's what it is. So he's almost Caleb Doom. Just take the EB off and change the last name.
Or he's just a cow.
Not Cal. Okay, so his name's Cal Kestis, and in the trailer, he's like, you know, kind of just like walking around. He's sad because like all his Jedi friends are dead and stuff. You know, because Star Wars is pain.
Mhm.
That's the thing with Star Wars that like makes me mad sometimes because you're like, oh, I love this character, they're so cool, but they're dead, or all their friends are dead, or they have to live their life in suffering. It's like, you know, like you're watching Clone Wars, and you're like, oh, I love Anakin so much, he's so funny, and then you just remember, and you're like, oh, oh, yeah, that's Star Wars for you.
Yeah.
But, so this Cal guy, it looks like he's like some kind of, like he's working. He has like a job. He's a worker boy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in like, his story is very, from what we've seen, it's very pre A New Dawn Kanan.
Mm-hmm.
He's like just kind of working on stuff, doing his thing, traveling, being a secret Jedi, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But then, like,
He's all cool.
again, I didn't watch. Everything I know about this game is exactly from the trailer because I didn't watch the panel or anything, so I don't know what's all there. But he's, it's just pretty much him, like, running, jumping around. And then I believe I saw she is the second sister.
Yes.
And she's
second?
the Inquisitor. I heard she was the second. And her helmet is very, very similar to the seventh sister.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are some differences, but the overall style is pretty much the same. And also those differences could just be animated to real life too.
Uh-huh, yeah. I found it, like, I guess me and my dad were like, hey, like, they don't really show you what you're actually doing in the game, like how it would look when you're actually playing, so.
Yeah. It's all very like cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. His lightsaber looks pretty cool, I'll say. Like he's got a pretty cool lightsaber hilt.
I need to see it.
Like I don't know what it is about it. I just like it. I think it's neat. I don't even know if that's his lightsaber. Could just be like some random one. But the one he holds at the end of the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second sister looks cool. She's got like her clothes, and this is probably just because like in Rebels, like Filoni has talked about, like animating like flowing clothing is just more expensive, so they don't do it as much. But
Yeah.
the second sister has like a cape, and her clothes are like not quite as to her form as the seventh sister was. So that could definitely just be like an animation thing and not necessarily a stylistic choice, but it is like, it's still cool. I like the cape.
Yeah.
It's cool. I kind of just want to be the second sister, honestly.
I mean, they all just look really cool.
Everything looks cool. It's exciting. We don't know what gameplay looks like though. I didn't even like really realize that.
Yeah. I only noticed it when my dad did, and I was like, huh. That's strange.
That's what dads are for, noticing things.
Yeah. When their daughters can't. Just
Yeah.
like when we go out into the street, we're like, we're not in the street. What are you talking about?
What's a street?
Why is that thing moving so close to me?
What is that? Yeah, and then at the end it says become a Jedi. 11, 15, 19, so it means November, which means I will not be able to play it for a solid month until that really nice long college winter break kicks in, and then I get to go home and play it while all my family goes to work and school. So, great times.
I don't know what I'll be doing. November, you said?
Yeah, it comes out in November. So I won't get to play it at first, because, I'll be in college. But...
I will be a senior.
Senior.
Yes.
I'm a senior this year.
Old.
Almost done. I got... When my last day is what? I got like a month left. A little over a month. Then I'm outie.
Then you go out to the big world like an adult with all the training you've got.
It's not a lot of training.
Precisely.
Okay, so Jedi Fallen Order.
But real life is terrifying too.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we're moving back to Jedi Fallen Order. So we got Cal Kestis, we got Second Sister. So I wonder, because, and they may answer this in the comics, because I know there's some Inquisitors in the comics, and I'm embarrassingly behind on the comics.
If you're embarrassingly behind, I suffer from embarrassment, like infinite, just I don't.
So,
so you're fine.
I'm not gonna say how behind I am, but I do know that there are some in like the Vader comics, I think, and probably some other ones too. So I don't know if they've already answered this in the comics or not. If they have, then just like, I don't know, tweet at me and be like, "You're an idiot, Zoe," and
My dad will do it. It's okay.
yeah, he'll do it. Um, or Steele will do it to get back at me for correcting him about Jawas.
He doesn't know anything about Jawas, so I think he's okay.
But
You're so mean to him.
okay, we know. We love you, Steele.
And your child, give us a child.
Where was I
It's
going
kind of
with
terrifying because I sometimes because me and my mom we love children, right? Sometimes I love children.
this?
Like
Sometimes.
every now and then I see a child and he like throws up or burps and like I throw up. But anyway, it's okay. He like one of our Saber Guild members is he's gonna have a child. And I told him, I was like, haha, we're gonna take your firstborn, so watch out. He was like, and he laughed for a second. He was like, wait, what? Like, saying and we laughed. So, yeah,
All right.
it's a girl.
What were we talking about? How did?
So we were making fun of Steel and comics.
Before that, comics and Inquisitors.
Yes.
So, all right. So what I was saying was, I don't know if they've answered this in the comics or not already. They might have, and I just don't know. But I wonder if, because all the Inquisitors have like numbers, except for the Grand Inquisitor. So I guess he's like the top dog, I think. And then we got like the rest. Yeah. So I wonder.
Or zero. What if he's zero?
Maybe he is zero.
Negative Inquisitor.
He's the negative third Inquisitor. But I wonder. I mean, I don't because they're called like the second, third, fourth, fifth. So that like my brain at least is like, oh, so like the one they got first is the first one. The one they got second is the second one. But I wonder if it's more like who's the best? Like, do they get promoted numbers or something? Is it like if like the third one died, they'd be like, all right, 4, you're 3 now. Get up there.
Well, then maybe not that, because like then they would have another Grand Inquisitor. So like.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they did. And he was just like busy with Cal. Maybe we'll see another Inquisitor. Maybe we just have to fight like 4 Inquisitors at once in this game. And then, because I suck at video games, Cal will die like 30 times, and then I'll give up and never turn on my Xbox again.
Oh. It's okay. He can come back. It's cool. He's good.
Yeah, although I'm thinking, like, this is obviously a story-driven game, and I don't think we'll have choices ourselves on how the story turns out. So, like I know this is what everyone says about every new Star Wars character ever, but he has to die, doesn't he, at the end of the game? Because, like, Kanan's whole thing is that he's, like, the last Padawan. Like, his comic is called Kanan the Last Padawan. How can he be the last Padawan if this guy's running around? You know?
Well, maybe he's not a Padawan if he's a Jedi. I don't know, man.
But I'm pretty sure he's too young to have been like a full-fledged Jedi when the Order collapsed. I mean, when does this take place? I don't know. So many questions. I probably should have watched the panel. But I'm just thinking, like, he either has to like die or pull an Ezra and like go into space. Cause like,
I mean, I don't.
Cause like the whole reason, like, if this guy's allowed to be just running around the galaxy like a random Jedi. When Kanan and Ezra had to yeet into space. He could always
just settle down. I mean,
I guess, but like, I don't know.
It's lame, but it can happen. Lame.
Like, something's gotta happen. Like, he can't, because if he's gonna like become a Jedi again and stuff, like, he can't stay that way.
He can become a brother.
Maybe he'll become an Inquisitor. What was that one we didn't see the face of? What number was he? Like 9 or something? Wasn't he the 9th brother?
Uh,
Maybe Cal is the ninth brother, because we didn't see his face, right? Just his helmet.
well, I saw his feet, so.
Oh yeah, he did have the funky feet.
Funky feet.
Maybe he grows funky feet.
Ah, yes. Because Star Wars works that way. I mean,
It
it
could.
honestly could.
You can. If we can have time traveling space wolves, we can have people growing funky feet.
Yeah.
I gotta look up now. I gotta look at his feet and decide if maybe he just got like a really weird taste in shoes. Or I lied. It wasn't the ninth brother. It was the eighth brother.
You were close.
The ninth one is a sister, apparently.
Okay.
Oh wait. Okay, so it looks like his face. Oh wait, no, that's a different guy. Never mind. His face isn't in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. No, eighth brother is my favorite Inquisitor, I think, solely because like he just showed up and was like, "I'm gonna get you," and then he died. And like, I just respect that. Like, it's just funny to me.
You say respect that?
It's just funny, you know? Because like, there's already 2 Inquisitors there, and then like they needed a third one to fight Maul because they because you know, they need to have that really cool shot with Ahsoka, Kanan, and Maul lined up. They're like, oh crap, we need another Inquisitor. Let's just call in this dude. And I just think that's funny.
Random dude.
He just shows up and then dies in this same exact episode. Like, that's just funny. Yeah, he does have funky feet and funky hands.
Yeah.
They're like bluish, grayish, greenish. I don't know what they are. And the toe placement is very not human. So
yeah.
maybe he like just has really weird taste in gloves and shoes.
You know, you keep thinking that.
Oh my god. I'm looking at this trailer, you know, on my phone, and then like now my recommendations are all why The Last Jedi is a cinematic failure. Like, it's been 2 years. Almost 2 years. Like, at this point, like, I don't even care if you didn't like it or not. Just get over it.
I'm sure there are lots of people that are like, "Oh, Endgame was better than Episode
Like,
9." I'm like, what? When?
like, like, I love the movie, so, like, but, like, if you hate a movie so much that you're just, like, always angry about it and making all this stuff about it, like, it's one thing if, like, it was brought up and be like, oh, I hated that. But, like, at this point, like, just move on, man. It's just sad at this point. You know, like, it was always kind of sad, but now it's just, like,
it's
dude,
real sad.
dude, just...
But it's funny, because, like, okay. Okay, I saw Endgame. I know no one... I know you didn't. And I don't know if, like... I'm not going to say anything, because
Don't say
Star Wars...
anything, because
and,
people will kill you over that.
Yeah.
Some guy got assaulted for spoiling Endgame.
Yeah, it's
like,
that bad. Like, it's really dumb. It's...
Like,
okay.
Obviously, I hate being spoiled for things, but, like, don't assault people. Like, it's a jerk thing to do, but don't assault someone. Like,
yeah,
what?
This is America. Anyway, so, yeah, oh god, okay,
Just don't say anything.
I
Just don't do it.
Oh,
Don't do it.
I know, I won't. I've had to do it at school, and I've told others, like, because I didn't see it right when it came out, so I was, like, at school, I was like, don't you dare, like, don't even look at me, don't.
Don't even look at me.
So, like, I'm not gonna say anything, but it was so good. It was mind blowing, and I highly recommend. But also, I was just gonna say, like, I'm waiting for people to be like, well, you know, Endgame was better than Episode 9. I'm like, Episode 9 hasn't even come out, my dude. You don't know that. So, but I will say it was just so good. I, and I am also waiting for both sides of the hate population to attack it. Because, like, I'm waiting for guys to be like, oh, well, this sucks because it was going to push for feminist agenda. Or it's going to be like, but they're trying to push it to be a feminist agenda just for to be feminist. I don't know. But I'm like, really, okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna, yeah, okay, uh-huh. It's really good. Please go see it, please.
I'm very busy, but I will try my bestest.
It's 3 hours. It's fine.
3 hours plus the drive to the movie theater is like almost an hour.
It's worth it though,
Okay,
and it doesn't feel like 3 hours. It does.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. This is not a Marvel podcast, so we're on Star Wars, Lizzie. Star Wars. So Jedi Fallen Order, Inquisitor, Jedi, other people that we don't really know that are just like there.
I'm excited
Stormtroopers.
for this movie or this not movie game.
I'm excited to see some gameplay.
Yeah, I want to know if it's like I want to know what's this in a way style like there's certain I don't know how to explain it. I don't know the word for it.
I don't know about you, but I personally hope that I can play it in first person because I don't like third person games. Like most of the
What
time.
I forget to
First person is when you're like in their face, like you are them, and then third person is when you like see
Okay.
their body. And
Okay, yeah.
I can play third person games. I just much prefer first person in general. Like I would never want to play like Mario Kart or something in first person. But like for these kind of games, I prefer first person.
I think I'd be okay with any. I hope we can like I know there's a lot of games now that like they make it so like you choose your path. Like, oh, you could go this way or you could go this way, you know? Who knows? So, I think that would be cool, but I'm not sure
I
if
would love to do that, but I don't think it looks like that kind of game.
no, it doesn't, but
I think it'll be just a direct story that we follow.
yeah, I think so
As
too.
much as I would love a choose your own path Star Wars game, especially if there was one where I could create my own character, because I could spend hours in a good character creator, especially if it was Star Wars. Like, I don't even have to play the game anymore. I just gotta just make it a character. That's the whole game for me. So,
Usually I just like when it's stuff like, oh, create your own character, I just leave it as it is. Unless it's like a generic little person, then I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just make it look like me and then I'll jump off the cliff a few times and be sad because I'm like, that's me. But yeah. So,
see, like, like the Elder Scrolls games and like the Fallout games, like those character creators, like especially the new Fallout games, 4 and
I have not
76.
played them.
You don't know what I'm talking about. But you can
No.
like sculpt your person's face and like you have all these hair options and stuff. And like
Hmm.
you can like do like face paint and like scars and it's just like you can make whatever you want. And I I have like way too much time into Fallout 4 and I would estimate that a quarter of that is just in the character creator because that's just
But not watching Endgame.
I haven't played it in months, okay? I just mean in general. Yeah, it's been out for like a week, Lizzie.
Ah!
Ha! Um, but yeah, like I have The Sims, and I just like 99% of the time I just make Sims and then never play with them just because I like to make the people, and then I don't like actually play the game. It's just fun.
I think I like actual story.
I like to make people. You know, I am the god of this world, and I can make what I want. And I like that in video games.
I like to see people be tortured through the game. I don't care what they look like. It's fine. I'm okay.
Alright then. So, that's Jedi Fallen Order. We would probably
Yeah.
have more to talk about if either one of us
Handsome.
watched the panel.
Shh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
But
It's
we
okay.
didn't, so...
It's fine. Shh. Don't want to watch an hour-long panel about a game. That's probably really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna I think I'll like to be, more surprised in this game
Mm-hmm.
than anything else. Although I will say, it looks from the trailer, it looks like Cal is, a miner or something. And so I wonder... Okay.
I don't know.
The game is actually Minecraft.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
what?
I don't know, my brain. It looks like he's like a miner or something, digging and stuff. And so I wonder,
Oh, I thought you
what did you think I
I
said?
thought I thought you meant like an actual miner, and I was like, huh, a child.
Oh no, not that
I was
kind
like,
of miner. No, I think he's he looks like 20s, 30s, probably 20s,
Yeah.
not 30s, 20s.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe he's like Kaz, where we don't 100% know, and it's frustrating.
But like he's a pad. How long do Padawans be Padawans?
So, Padawans generally are 14. Because Ahsoka started as a Padawan when she was 14. So I'm going to use that as the median age. So did Kanan. So
Uh-huh.
they both started Ezra did too, but he was different child. So he doesn't count.
Yeah.
And then I guess the trials would be around Obi-Wan or Phantom Menace. How old was Obi-Wan or Phantom Menace? I gotta look this up now. Hold
I
on.
want to say 17, 18.
The power of Wikipedia. Not Wikipedia. Wikipedia.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. My ad block. I don't care. Leave me alone. Okay, so Phantom Menace takes place 32 BBY, and Obi-Wan was born. If they don't have a date for when Obi-Wan's born, I'm gonna flip my computer. Except not really, because it's expensive. He was born 57, so he would have been 32. Okay. Oh, this is math. 57 to 32 would be 25-ish? 25?
Why?
That's a long time. How old was Anakin in Attack of the Clones?
So old.
So yeah, so wonder if we know when Jedi Fallen Order takes place, because that would make this a lot easier. So
We always have teenage girls. We never have teenage boys.
we have who do we have? We have Ezra.
Literally, that's it.
Luke was 19 in A New Hope.
That is no longer a teen. That is an adult.
I think Anakin was 9 years old in
Don't.
Phantom Menace.
No.
So he wasn't.
I don't-
Yeah, I think that's it. Cause yeah, Luke was 19 and Ezra was 14 to 19/18.
Why we no have baby boys?
Well, Luke was a baby in Revenge of the Sith. And Jason's a baby.
Ooh, Jason's a baby.
Okay.
He's like an actual baby.
So the only thing we know about the timeline for Fallen Order is that it takes place shortly after Episode 3. I'm thinking it can't be too shortly after because there are stormtroopers. The full stormtrooper, not Phase 2 clone troopers. So there has to be some time passed for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking at the very youngest, I would say that Cal could be 19. At
I
the
guess so.
very, very youngest.
Yeah.
He was a Padawan. So At the very youngest, he'd be 19. I'd put him in early 20s. I'd say oldest, he could be like mid to late 20s, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, Fallen Order. He looks very young. But that could also just be like the game making his
I
skin
think
super smooth, you know?
making him real handsome.
Yeah. So,
Doesn't he have a droid?
he does have a droid named BD1.
It's a
And
cutie.
it's like, it's a little,
It's
like,
very
got little
small.
legs. Yeah.
It looks like the new droid in um Rise of Skywalker, but like
Dio.
yeah, but
Dio is
different,
like a
of course.
wheel. Dio is like if the Pixar lamp had a baby with a wheel.
Ah,
That's what Dio is to me. And BD1 is like if a binocular had a baby with Wally. The parent
yes.
binoculars had a baby with Wally. So, yeah. Uh, so yeah. There's also these new things, new troopers in the game called Purge Troopers, and they look scary and like super cool. And I cannot wait to see costumes of it next celebration, because you know there will be some. And they have like the staffs that like the Magna Guards had.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like shoom shoom. You know?
Oh yeah.
So they're cool. The one thing though, and because like every time they create new like troopers for something in the original trilogy era, I feel like not that I would care, but because like a lot of people care, they have to somehow justify them not appearing in the original trilogy. And so like with Rogue One was like the biggest one with this. And they did it by having all like the squad of Death Troopers like get blown up on Scarif, and same thing with all the beach troopers.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the tank drivers, we didn't see that style of tank in the original trilogy, so it was fine. But with these guys, they're like their goal kind of is to like hunt down Jedi. So I wonder if like something's gonna happen to all the Purge troopers. And then the Inquisitors are gonna be like, and also because they have to justify the Purge troopers not helping the Inquisitors and Rebels. So I wonder if they're just gonna be like, if something's gonna happen to them, or like what's gonna go on there. You know?
Yeah.
That's the hard part about Star Wars that takes place around this era. Because you have to be like, everything kind of has to die. Or it has to disappear in some way.
Yeah. But it's okay, because then they give us new characters to love and to kill.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah.
So, that's Jedi Fallen Order. Lots of coolness there. I'm excited about the second sister.
Yes. She is looking cool with her cape, and I like her armor,
Right.
like
So I'm reading
that
this.
connects to the cape.
Yeah. She looks so cool. I'm excited. I hope that like at next celebration, because celebrations where like all the costumes come together, and I really hope there's gonna be like a second sister and seventh sister like merge, and they're all just gonna chill together. I think that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have this Games Radar article about it that apparently has a lot of information from the panel, and apparently the lightsaber will grow and evolve with you over time,
Huh.
which is interesting. I didn't know lightsabers could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if like okay, so like it doesn't look like it's a game where you have a lot of choices. But like I wonder if it's going to be like sort of like the Assassin's Creed games where it's like you don't choose like where the story goes, but you choose like the equipment you have and all that. You know what I mean? You can like swap out equipment and stuff. Or if it's gonna be more like the Battlefront 2 campaign where it's like you can swap out guns, but like your outfit and stuff is pretty much set. You know?
Hmm.
Don't know. It'll be interesting.
Yeah. I have to go soon, just so
To
you
go
know.
soon. Okay. So it looks like
You
we're getting through talking about one panel at a time.
I mean,
We got like what, 3 more? That's not bad.
yeah.
And
And then
actually,
we have news.
yeah. So
Unless we become a Marvel podcast for one episode and you watch it, and it would be great.
we'll see about that.
It would be great. You know,
I have too many exams to even think about Marvel right now. Just saying. Star Wars takes top priority.
Fine.
So I'll
You
let
and your
you.
priorities.
I'll free you.
I only have to feed my family and a few essays.
I'll let you go feed your family and do your essays and all that
Thank you.
stuff. So I guess next week, hopefully, unless we miss a week, then next episode, we'll talk about The Mandalorian.
Yes, I won't be able to be here to podcast next week.
Like at all, or just Friday?
Friday.
Okay, well, we'll do something Saturday. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Oh, well, can't do anything that I'm just gonna be gone for like that weekend.
Okay, we'll work something out.
I'm sorry.
So next episode, whenever that is, we will talk about the Mandalorian panel. Which I actually did go to that one. Which is super cool. Except, did you watch the panel? Like, live stream it?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
Because
Just
I think
I didn't even see. They didn't put out the trailer either.
they did. They showed us a lot of stuff.
I have
In the
like
panel.
what pictures that people took that they weren't supposed to take, but that's it.
They
And I
they
ain't
showed
no
us
snitch.
a lot of stuff, but apparently they didn't show like any of it to like the stream people. Like at all, which is sad because it was cool to watch. So that might not take quite as long as this did. Because I don't know how much I can say. But yeah, well, we'll talk about it next week or next episode. So I guess we'll wrap it up then, if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
So I was Zoe.
I was Lizzie.
Thank you for listening to Star Wars Geek Girl. May the Force be with you, and goodbye.
Bye.
Star Wars Geek Girl. They're geek girls that like Star Wars. And sometimes cry.